Bristol, baby, here we go. NIS at Bristol. I wasn't feeling well, but I was able to get through it and able to do the race. And here's our qualifying lap. This is a track we've had experience at. You guys have seen a lot of me here at Bristol. It's one track that just keeps popping up. And I'm not planning to be at Bristol. It just keeps popping up on iRacing. As we go through our qualifying lap, we take 3 and 4 pretty conservatively, run a little bit higher just so I don't hit the wall coming out of 4, because if you hit the wall, your time doesn't count. 15.110, good enough for a pole. Not the best lap. I could run a bit, maybe like a mid 15 flat, but just didn't want to push it in 3 and 4, because if you hit that wall, you're starting in the back, it would be really bad. So green flag is out at Bristol. NIS 250 long laps with 36 cars in the field. Let's see if everyone could just take it nice and easy. And I kind of gave a message at the beginning of the race. Just everyone use their heads. Let's see if we get through a couple of laps here and just be careful. And that just goes off the window on lap 1, as we can't even complete a lap. And a caution comes out immediately. So disregard everything I said at the beginning of the race to everyone in here, as someone decided to take it 3 wide on lap 1. Why are you doing that? I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And unfortunately, caution comes out. So here we go on the next restart. The one car is trying to jump the restart. I'm the leader, so I'm trying to control it. And that's a little bit unfortunate. Got a little bit of contact there from behind as well. I'm just judging when to go, man. I'm not doing anything wrong. I want to go when I want to go. So lap 13, the one car and I have pulled away. There's a car stopped on the bottom, and that will bring out a caution again. So 2 cautions in 14 laps. Not terrible, but interesting. Here comes the pace car, who's drunk, and then disappears right off into the turn 3 wall, so I don't know where it is at this moment. And you get a black flag if you actually pass the pace car, so you don't want to do that. So unfortunately that didn't happen, or fortunately that didn't happen. Green flag is back out. We get a terrific restart, and caution comes out before we ever get to turn 1. So this is off to a beautiful start. I was hoping for not a lot of cautions, but we're just going to keep going here. So let's see what happens here. Restart looks fine, and looks like 4th place gets turned, and then there goes the wreck fest of 6 cars or 5 cars piling into each other down the front straightaway. So yeah, that's this is what we're dealing with at Bristol. People are stopped all over the place. Here's our 4th restart now. Green flag's back out, and I think everyone's good here. I think we can actually make it a turn 1. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can make a couple of laps. All right, so lap 34. We're getting going here. We're doing pretty well. The one car looks pretty fast there. He's right on our bumper. We're going to give him the bottom lane. Now, the lanes are going to change throughout the race, so I'm waiting for the bottom lane to actually come in. So when the one car does catch us and go to the bottom, that is a hint at myself. I didn't have a spotter for this race, so unfortunately I had no info on where people were running. But the one car gets a little bit loose. I had to make a mental adjustment right there once I realized the one car was catching us and trying to go to the bottom. So as we go through 3 and 4 here, you can see that we go straight to the bottom. And now this is the lane we're going to be running for the rest of the run. And we're able to actually defend ourselves. You can see we pull away just a little bit from the one car on lap 37. And that's good news. He knows that the bottom's the lane to go to, and now that I know as well, you're not really able to practice the bottom, so it's kind of hard. But lap 48, you can see here the one was catching us, and now we have been able to hold still. It's lap 48. We've gone 10 laps since he challenged us for the lead. Ever since we moved to the bottom, we have been much better and been able to defend. Lap traffic's going to be a little bit of a problem here. Going to take it 3 wide, heading into turn 3, just trying to create a hole anywhere we can. The one car's right on our tail. Lap cars, they don't have to get out of the way. We're not asking them to do that. Just asking them to hold a line, so that's what we're trying to get them to do. Running on the bottom, that's where we want to be. Here we are just in the middle here, trying to get around a slow car on the bottom. So we try going high on the 24. 24 doesn't give us a lot of room. I drive it up into the wall because I'm scared that he's going to come up on us. Wasn't really appreciative of that. So we get a little bit of damage there, not too much. So we go down on the bottom of the 24, force him up the track a little bit. As you can see, I wasn't very happy with him. The one car is going 3 wide behind us, so this is complete mayhem. We go through 1 and 2 here, and now we cut ahead through 3 and 4, going on the bottom of the 24. He's not going to give us a lot of room. He's going to fight us hard, even though he's already a lap down, which doesn't make sense. Makes a little bit of contact with us heading into turn 1, and now he's pinching us down. He gets hit, and the one car gets taken out in turn 2. And the caution comes out because of that. Now, let's look back and see exactly what happened. Did I have any fault in this? Well, let's look at it. So we're going down the front straightaway. The 24 is going to make a move to the left, which just knocks us offline there. We stay on the bottom. 24 hits us, drives straight up into the one car. One car's race is done, and there's a pile up in the back. You guys be the judge there, and the one car gets piled in right there too. So you guys be the judge, but let's look at this one more time. You can see the contact there down the front straightaway. And then look at my car. I'm literally right on the bottom. I never come up. 24 decides to, for some reason, he's already a lap down. He's pinching down the leaders, causes a big wreck, and it's just unbelievable. It's stupid. You can see here I slow it down for you guys. I don't move. He's just coming down for no reason. We got pretty lucky that we didn't get hooked there. And to the 24, man, what are you doing? You're ruining the race for the leaders. It's just stupid. And that's what I don't want lap cars to do. Hold your line. Don't do that. That's stupid. That's ignorant. That's just selfish. And I was very angry once I saw that on replay. And it's just unbelievable. The one car's race is taken out and done. And I just hope that never happens again. I hope you guys who are watching this realize when you guys are a lap down car, don't do that. That's just pathetic. So let's get back to the race. We get to the lead and we actually lose it on pit stops, unfortunately. Pit crew couldn't get us out in time, even though that number 1 pit stall. So we're running behind the 15 and car feels pretty good. So we try taking it down to the bottom, but this is only like lap 2 of the restart. So the bottom isn't there yet. So we try to slide back up, but the 26 is creeping up on the outside. We have to get a good run here through 1 and 2, and we're going to try to slide up in front of him here. And we do a good job of that. So just going to wait for the bottom to come in pretty much. Got to just run behind the 15 for now. And we go ahead to lap 73. 15's looking pretty fast. We've caught a lap traffic, so I think maybe I've run down the right front tire a little bit, and we're just trying to get around lap traffic and be a little bit careful here. Lap 91, actually the 15 has gone pretty far ahead, and we let the 26 go by. Now, I didn't show it to you guys, but the 26 was right on us for about 15 laps, and I tried fighting him, and then at a point, you just realize 4th place is 2 seconds back. Let's just give him the spot. We're still going to be in 3rd. It's okay. And look at the mess that we have coming up in front of us. So it's okay to let the 26 go by. You can see him out about 3 cars ahead. He's trying to get around some lap cars. We're trying to get around the 17. The 24 is actually right in front of us again, so I have to deal with him again. And that's going to be pretty unfortunate once we do. And here he is. He's right in front of us. We're going to give him plenty of room. We try going to the top. He makes a move to the top. It looks like he tries to block us or something, so we back out of it. And waiting for a lane to open up. Look at the bottom left of the screen. I am partial throttled the entire time down the straightaways. The 26 is up there trying to get around guys. 24 is just slowing up everyone. So all these lap cars are. So we go through 1 and 2. Everyone is, I mean, they're 3 wide there with the 26. This is a mess. This is what I just don't want lap cars doing. This is ridiculous. Still checking up. And we get into the 24 by accident and no contact penalty. So we actually get really lucky there. Now, that looked like to be netcode or something like that. It looked like to be lag, and it wasn't on purpose, obviously. Now, I was already upset with the 24, but you can see here, he checks up pretty hard. I get into the back of him because I didn't check up enough. I apologized. I would say that's my fault. He checked up pretty hard there, but I would say it's my fault, but then again, these guys are so slow. It's just ridiculous how much they hold up the leaders, and I knew the 24 was going to be a problem for the rest of the race whenever I got up to him. So I put that into my mind. Let's get back to the race. It's really the 15, me, and the 26, and you guys didn't notice already, I'm in the 9 car, so I kind of want to call myself Chase Elliott and try to win it for him. So let's see if we could do that. Unfortunately, not being able to get a good enough run on the bottom of the track. So let's just see if we can do a little bit better here and just wait. And there's a little bit of a wreck there, and there's a big wreck actually entering turn 1 and 2 with the 22 car. Another big pileup. The 14 is in it. Looks like the 33 is in it. A couple other guys are in it, and that was a pretty big one there. So we go back to the race, restart again, lap 130. Don't get off to a good restart this time. Definitely not a good one. Don't even get below the 26. And now the 27 of Daniel's above us, and we just got to give him room. The 33 of Kurt's trying to get above us. He's got to give him room as well, and this is going to be a little bit of a trouble spot here. We have to fight pretty hard here against the 33 to get clear of him. About 1 lap later, there's a little bit of contact, but not too big of a deal. We're just trying to get clear of the 33. Are we clear this time? He doesn't hold the run on the outside, so I really appreciate that. I think right there he probably let us in, so appreciate that. We're trying to pressure the 27 here, trying to get around him. We do have the faster car, I believe, so we go to the bottom. I don't think the bottom is really heated yet, and it's not come in yet in this run, but the 27 is a pretty nice driver, and Daniel just lets us go. We get possession, he lets us go, and that's good. I like him for that. So we go into 3rd place. You can see up ahead there's a battle for the lead, the 15 and the 26. The 26 is working the bottom lane, so when I see that, I go to the bottom lane. and that's what I'm just doing. Not trying to really catch them, but just trying to learn maybe how to get a little bit faster on the bottom. Because again, you're not able to practice it, so really you just gotta practice it in the race and see if you could gain time. So we are gaining a little bit on the leaders until the caution comes out. I was hoping that'd go a little bit further because I was gaining on him on the bottom, but unfortunately, pretty big wreck down the back straightaway, it looks like, with the smoke. And we just all check out. The pace car comes flying through. This pace car driver is drunk. But let's see what happens here. We got the 24 in sight. He is the wrecking machine that he is, and he just dumps the 30. Yeah. I don't. Is that the 30? Yeah, it looks like the 30. I don't know what else to say about that. Yeah. So, caused another wreck. I bet he probably didn't mean it, but like I didn't mean it. And but the thing is, he's been involved in a lot of wrecks. So big moment of the race here. The two leaders decided to stay out. We ran about 20 laps there. So I come down pit road, and we don't know what's gonna be the situation because I don't have a spotter, so I don't know how many people stayed out. But pretty big to get out of pit road here first, and we are able to. The line is just right outside our pit box, so we're able to get out in front of the 27, keep our third place spot, and when we restart, we're in third. So only 2 cars stayed out. They're on about 20 to 25 lap old tires, so we got fresh tires. We can get to work here. Lap 138 to 250. Let's see if we get back to the lead. That bottom lane usually doesn't work on the restarts, but because we have fresh tires, you can just tell that 15 can't really hold his ground on our outside, so we're able to pass him. And let's see if we can go get this 26 car now, and we should be able to get him here really soon. We're going to go to the top lane here, the middle lane, get a nice run coming. We have a run. Let's get to the bottom of the 26, and caution comes out. So we don't get the lead yet, unfortunately. So let's do this again. 26 decides to stay out, 15 stay out as well. So they're still on old tires. They don't want to lose the track position, obviously. I think there's about 15 cars on the lead lap. Let's just gas it up here in the top lane. Don't allow the 26 to come up the track, and we should be here in clear position to get the lead as long as caution doesn't come out, and we do. We have the lead right here. That is good news, and the caution comes out right after that. So unfortunately the caution breathe cautions here at Bristol. Guys in the back of the pack still wrecking, but we got the lead. So the 26 at this moment decided to pit, so you don't see him up here. The 26 is now back in, I think, around 13th position. So let's see what he does. Let's see if we can get back up towards the front. He lost track position because of that pit strategy, unfortunately for him, so kind of sucks for that. The 15 decided to stay out, so you see him down there on the bottom. He goes up the track, and now there's a wreck, and down the front straightaway. Oh boy, looks like the 15's able to get through there, but the 22 again is involved, and I feel bad for him. He's been involved in a couple of wrecks. That's pretty bad wreck there. Let's see what exactly happened. The 15 gets a shove there. He didn't try doing a slide job. He gets a shove into turn 3, slides up in front, and there goes the wreck. So just, again, a little bit too aggressive of driving early on in the run. And here's the 26 car I was talking about. He gets a little bit of contact with the 28 and then gets involved there. And looks like his race for the win is done because that's a lot of damage. So one of the fast cars out of the race pretty much for the win, which is good news for us. We restart the race. I just decided to skip the actual restart because I've been showing that way too much. So you can see here, the 15 decided to pit, so he's trying to get on fresh tires. He is about 1.5 seconds behind us. Caution comes out on lap 178. Nothing really happened that run. We just kind of stayed out in front and did what we had to do. The restart on lap 183. Let's see what happens here. A little bit of contact on the restart, and a caution comes out right away because of that. Now, someone thought I might have brake checked the field, but I didn't, and we're going to be able to see that here on the replay. Look at the bottom left of my screen at the speed. We're going to keep it at 40 miles per hour and actually increase it a little bit. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I can wait as long as I want to go. And unfortunately, Daniel thought I was going a little bit earlier. He hits us in the rear. The second he hits us, that's when I go. And then that stacks up the field. So that's just a tactic I like to use just to see how impatient people are. And unfortunately, it ruined some guys' race. But I did what I'm allowed to do as the leader. I never slowed down. And some guys at Bristol, this is something a lot of people do in iRacing. They just try too hard to guess the restart. And it causes wrecks. So that's what happened there, unfortunately. But lap 190, we just don't have to worry about that anymore. And we got to battle this 15. The 15 doesn't have a lot of damage from the wreck where he got slid up into the wall. So he's going to be pretty fast. Caution comes out on lap 195, so not really able to battle him yet. But it's clear that it's going to be me and him because we pulled out to a 1 second gap there. So we restart on lap 202. We both stayed out. So about 5 lap old tires, but not really a big deal. We've been able to pull out about 4/10 on him here on lap 202. So let's just see what we can do here. This is a little bit later on lap 210. He's coming. The 15 is fast. He is on his way. He showed that at the beginning of the race that he was able to be pretty fast, pull out to a 3-second gap on us. So it's going to be interesting what you could do. The gap, the lane has moved to the bottom. So that's the thing. We got to the point in the race where it's going to be difficult to pass us because we're going to be running that bottom, and he's going to have to find a way around us, maybe move us. Maybe that's probably what he's going to have to do, or wait for lap traffic. But he's going to stay right on our bumper here. And that's what we're expecting. It's to be a mano-a-mano battle, just like Larson and Kyle Busch here at actually yesterday for the race. So let's see what we could do. We go to lap 2:15. He's still right there. You can see him right in the mirror pressuring us, but he's really clean. Hasn't hit me once. He's being very, very courteous and being really clean race car driver, which I definitely appreciate. This is going to be a fun battle. This is going to be fun. So it's going to be a pressure pack situation. Lap 2:25, we've pulled out to a little bit of a gap on him, about half a second. So that's good news. Just continuing to run the bottom, get into a groove, run the bottom, run the bottom, run the bottom, rhythm, 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 just over and over, do the same thing every lap. And then we get into a little bit of lap cars. We have to get off the bottom just for a little second here, but we have a 1-second gap on the 15. So the 15 looks like he's faded. Don't know if it's because of the little bit of damage he had, or it's because we just got better as the race moves on. I feel like that's what I've been doing in these NIS races, is getting better as the race goes along. Wasn't able to run the bottom that well early on, but now able to run the bottom. Lap 2:45, we're kind of in the clear in terms of a caution. We still have a half a second gap on the leader, or on Jarrett, in the 15 in second place. He's right behind there, behind those 2 lap cars. We're just trying to navigate the lap cars as carefully as we can, but we look like we're going to be able to do it. And lap 2:49, white flag is out. We have a pretty good gap over second place. It looks like, ladies and gentlemen, in the 9 car, we're going to go back to back. Texas and then Bristol. We're going to do this one for Chase Elliott as well in that 9 car. We come out of turn 4 and we win at Bristol. Really, really fun race. Really good race with some of the guys. Some clean racers. And very happy to go back to back in NIS. A little congratulatory bump. That goes a little bit the wrong way by the number 6. And I know that wasn't on purpose. He messaged me afterwards. I know it wasn't on purpose. Just trying to give me a congratulatory little side bump, and actually ended up wrecking us. But we're able to do a little bit of burnouts. I damaged the rear end of the car. You know what Track Canal said to Jimmy one time, you know, when you're doing the burnouts, just damage the rear of the car, you know, do some illegal stuff back there. So just do it during the burnouts. So that's what I did. I can't do donuts. I need to learn them. So
what we're going to do is we're going to get a nice run up, about 20 or 30 mile an hour, marinara, and then we're going to clutch all the way in, swing to the left a bit, and then dump the clutch full throttle, swing to the right. So I'll do it real quick.
That was Liam. He was trying to teach me how to do burnouts. Well, that's Liam from the X3 video that I showed you guys. And yeah, he was teaching me how to do burnouts, and he epically failed, so I had to put that in this video. But you can see here, I'm starting to learn. I know how to do it now. You know, dump the clutch, first gear, half brake. I'm able to do this little straight burnout that I really like. I wanted to learn how to do this. So I promise, if I win, you know, next time, I think next race is Richmond, if I win, I'll do better burnouts, because I'm really bad at burnouts. So guys, if you like the video, make sure to like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Hope you're having a great day. Comment down below. Hope you enjoyed the race. I'm really enjoying iRacing right now. I love Bristol. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
I can't change. Even if I tried, even if I wanted to, and I can't change. Even if I try, my love, she keeps me warm.